Yo, what's going on, people? So this whole series may take like a whole month to make, but just thinking about 2001, that's when I was 5 and 6, and in this video I'll just tell you everything I did at that age. So the ending of the year 2000 was pretty good. I had a lot of toys, wrestling toys. I had cars I played with. I had a Nintendo. We were gradually getting games to play with on our console. We had a TV downstairs. We had a cat. He was part of the family. Banky, he was our cat. I had friends, you know. I would help my dad around the house to do chores, like cutting the grass, cleaning we didn't really have chores like that, to be honest. No, we didn't have chores. But we were a happy family. I didn't know what was going on with my parents' marriage, but we were a family, and had my life had that sort of structure, I would not be the person I am now. I would not be the bitter person that I am now. But I was a very happy kid prior to the parents splitting up and, all the other things that happened preceding that. But we had activities. I remember me and my brother, we went because my brother, I was 5, he was 7, for his 7th birthday, we went to Sesame Place. The very Sesame Place that they accused the workers of being racist at. We went there. We did a lot of activities like swimming, baseball in the house, outside. We played basketball. We had like a little court in the house. We had fun, man. We love wrestling. What are some more things? I believe this is around the time that I found out I have a sister in kindergarten. So we're talking about 2001. It didn't make sense to me that I had a sister and she didn't live with us. But I told you my dad liked to fuck back in the day, and this is the result of that fucking. I'm not going to tell you her name, and I don't hold no grudge against her at all. I haven't talked to her. I only talked to her through text message like a year ago, because my dad's birthday was approaching, and she asked me that I want to have my name signed onto like a card they were going to do for him. Because believe it or not, she contacted me when I was in Wisconsin, and I was saying like I'm not even in Philly. I left. And I didn't want to sign anyway, because I told her like I just started talking to him again. But I don't hold no ill will towards her, because he didn't even know about her for 12 years. She didn't know about me. We were never really brother and sister because we didn't grow up in the same house. I only know her through her visits from the holidays. I don't know her at all. And it's hard to build a bond with someone that you really don't know. Like I said, I don't trust none of them at this point. I don't want to say I don't trust her. It's more of I just don't know her to trust her. But out of all of them, I don't trust none of those motherfuckers. My brother, the half brother, I don't trust none of them. But if we were to compare trust with all siblings, I would have a little more trust in the half brother and my other brother, because I've known them a little better than her. But going to 2001, because I remember in kindergarten I said I had a sister too, but the thing was I just didn't understand. I couldn't process, why didn't she live in the same house as me? And she has 2 kids now. My brother has 2 kids, and my brother, the half one, he lives in North Carolina. He has 1 child. I'm the only one with no kids, and I'm my own child. I take care of myself. That's what I classify as I'm my own child. I'll just say that. But okay, so like I said, I had friends that I talked to in school, but I didn't know how to initiate friendships where I like, hey man, let's have like a slumber party at my house, or let's go over each other's houses this weekend. I didn't know how to do those things. I didn't know how to get someone's number and talk on the phone. Those are the things that I guess kids do. I never really know. I will never really know, but these are the things that kids do when they start forming friendships. I guess my brain didn't have those traits that would come so easy to some people. So, I was I wasn't as shy as I was in preschool. Some of my classmates who I attended preschool with, kindergarten, were with me until the day I graduated from there. So, like I said, this is 2001, and like I said, it was okay, all I could tell you is we're going to go to the summertime. This is when I started listening to music at 5. So the rapper of that year was Little Romeo, because his first album was playing on Teen Nick. I love Nickelodeon. His first album was playing on Teen Nick that whole summer. The Baby Be Mine song was like, it was a song of mine I like. It was our next door neighbors, the Puerto Rican family. They played Little Romeo's music. So Little Romeo was loved by me. I love Little Romeo. I love Jay-Z. I loved Ja Rule. I didn't know these artists by name, but if I heard the song, I was like, man, I love this song. Like the song Hard Knock Life. I love that shit. I love Izzo. I loved these are the songs that I heard on the radio playing, or if I heard them when cars passed by, just playing outside or going to someone's house. These are the songs that I heard, and they were my artists that I like. That song Contagious by the Isley Brothers, that was a hit that summertime, man. Riding our bikes was a pastime, man, because we would always we never went past like certain streets, because that's what we were told to do. We were respectful kids. But this is, like I said, this is when kids played outside. We played tag. We played in the grass. The most perverted thing, though, as a kid that I got a problem with now. So our neighbors next door, they were Puerto Rican, but they may have had I'm trying to think. Maybe the mom probably was black, because they had black relatives as dark as me. They weren't Hispanic. I know they weren't. They were looking at us when we were undressed in our room, because we didn't have curtains. And I just think that was fucking nasty. It was this girl, I don't remember her name, but she was looking at me when I was undressed. And I didn't think much of it. But like I said, it was fun. Me and my brother, we fought a lot of times. I did get in trouble. If I ever got in trouble, my punishment was to be in my room with no TV. So if I ever got punished, I wasn't able to watch wrestling, a main event on Sunday. I remember, I think it was King of the Ring. Whatever song by Creed that was playing for the theme, that was the song for an event. Every wrestling event would have a song. For WrestleMania 22, I think it was Peter Gabriel's Good Times. It was Big Times by Peter Gabriel. That was WrestleMania's 22 theme song. Whatever song by Creed the song My Sacrifice, whatever event that was playing Creed's music, that's the event that I wasn't allowed to see. Because I remember I was trying to hear the mattress downstairs. I kind of left my room and I was on the steps trying to hear it because I wasn't allowed to watch it. And that was the event I wasn't allowed to watch. I'm pretty sure it was during the summertime, because if it was a school night, if we had school the next day, we weren't allowed to really watch it like that. And I don't know how we were able to watch those events. I'm thinking maybe we had illegal cable boxes. I don't know. But we saw every event, man. We saw every event. The Royal Rumble, King of the Ring. Y'all don't know about, a lot of you kids today don't know about, like, the wrestling I grew up on. King of the Ring, No Mercy, Armageddon, SummerSlam. I'm thinking maybe it was SummerSlam. I don't remember. But, you know, like I said, during the summertime, we didn't have to go to camp. My mom just watched us. We stayed in a nice house with the air on. We watched TV all day. We ate cereal. We played around. We had fun. And my dad worked. And I guess we can go into first grade. First grade was 2001. I was 6. And our uniform for school comprised of a golf shirt, dress pants, and black shoes. See, preschoolers didn't have to wear that kind of attire. They had to wear just their pants with a navy blue shirt on. I had to get used to wearing like pants and a shirt. Now, when I first started, you know, I remember, see, every first grade had 2 classes. You had, I don't know how everybody's school went, but we had 2 first grades. We had room 1, room 11. I was in room 1, and my teacher's name was Miss Marabati. I don't know where she is in life like as of now, but she was my first grade teacher. And you know, I was a really quiet kid, man. This is also around the time that I begin to realize that I do, in fact, I don't really notice it very much, because like I told you, this is why I don't feel like kids should be exposed to like sex at a young age. But this is when I begin to see a distinction between boys and girls, as in I have feelings for girls. Some, like the girls, there was one girl that I liked a lot. Her name was Destiny. And you know, you're not supposed to like girls at that age, but she was an exception because just the way her features look. You know, I don't know if she was mixed race, because a lot of people, I'm just looking back now, maybe a lot of kids that I did like, you know, a lot of girls that I did like, maybe they were mixed race, because I just noticed that like the girls that I did like, they were always light skinned, or they had very attractive features to them. That's all I can really say. Because like I said, I was aware, like, even there were girls that were in classes above me that I liked. But this is but that's kind of like exceeding past this story I'm telling now. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so first grade, I was in room 1, and this is when I actually have to do work. You know, I get classwork. I was an average student. I wasn't, you know what? I don't really feel like talking right now. My mouth's getting a little dry. Tomorrow I'll talk about the first grade, but I practically told you all about 2001. It really wasn't nothing major going on. All I could really tell you is I was aware that maybe my parents marriage is probably coming to an end pretty soon, maybe. I just wasn't aware of it. You know, everything was all about wrestling, Nintendo 64, going outside playing with friends, baseball, basketball. Oh yeah, and let me throw this in too. We would go to Phillies games. My dad knew somebody who can get us in there for free. And like an average black family, we would bring in snacks from the outside because they would check your bags. But we would put it inside of our pants, and we would just eat the snacks at the game. And we went to a lot of Phillies games. And one thing I always noticed is this: whenever the Phillies games we went to, whenever they happened, they always won. You know, there was one Phillies game that was late night, and I missed wrestling. I was a little mad about that, but I still had fun. This is the only reason I know this was a late night game, because when we got home, when wrestling went off, Cheers was on. The show Cheers on Nick at Night was on, because we missed wrestling, and I hated. There were shows that were like I couldn't understand very much, and I didn't watch them on Nick at Night. Like shows, because I'm gonna just throw this in. Shows that I like that were on Nick at Night, because there are shows I'm trying to get into now that I never watched as a kid. But there are shows like Cheers, and I'm just talking about strictly shows from 2001 that were on Nick at Night. Cheers. I really didn't get into the Brady Bunch as much. If I had to watch it, if there was just nothing on, I could get into it, but not like that. Different Strokes is what we watched. We had no problem watching Different Strokes because they were two black kids like me and my brother. I was Arnold. He was Willis. We could relate to them more. The Cosby Show was not on Nick at Night at the time. We didn't know what the Cosby Show was, but there was a show similar to the Cosby Show called Little Bill. It was on Nick Jr. We loved that show. Why? Because it was a black kid, and he was from Philly, like me and my brother. And it felt like he could relate to us because he was also in preschool like me. And also, like I said, SpongeBob, Harry Arnold, the Fairly Odd Parents was becoming, well, that wasn't around at the time in preschool, or kindergarten wasn't around. Rocket Power, Keaton and Kel, Cousin Skeeter, Taina. I watched like one episode of that. They really didn't get into that. Wrestling, of course, SmackDown, Raw, Sunday Night Heat, and that's about it. But we love SpongeBob. We loved Hey Arnold. We loved. I did watch As Told by Ginger. It was a kind of a girly show. Oh yeah, Cartoon Network. There were some shows I watched on there, but Cartoon Network was my alternative channel to watch if nothing was good on Nickelodeon. If some corny ass bogus show was on, like Are You Afraid of the Dark, or some boring ass movie was on, like TV movie during the daytime, then I would resort to Cartoon Network. Ed, Edd n Eddy, Courage the Cowardly Dog, the Powerpuff Girls. Fuck you if you think I was gay for watching that show, because it was boys who watched Powerpuff Girls. Everybody watched Powerpuff Girls, and that's pretty much it. That's 2001 for you.